express. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When a check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
You can't block me. You can't.
Rock it.
Switch.
Leo.
Fresno.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Go. Go out.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, and even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shoot.
Ready.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. All day, dog. Cheer.
80 weapon.
Watch safety creeping.
Gone.
Check 9.
Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check.
Topper. Hey, Sam off.
Wide. Get wide.
Hey, lock it.
We got double up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Ready.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, let's get there. 49, check 49, check.
Greystone travel.
Check 13, check 13.
Hard.
Under 10, 10. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
I got one. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look, squeeze.
Pick the edge. Come.
Rock it. Coming.
So that'll back him up 5. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slide. Shit. Shit. Tight dog.
Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 99.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, come on up. Undercrunch.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This a give to Mack running to the right. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
41-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. He's time to look.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he'll get that one complete to Connor. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
We got to step it up.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
27. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quinnen Williams, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Leo.
Check 24. Check.
Look at me. Door.
Watch out.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Rutherford. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 70. Indy.
I got you, son.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 50.
You're out.
And we heavy on the edges.
Fair.
Switch.
Get it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Set. Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Number 53. Mike 53.
6'6". Bullet high.
Watch a slant. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. You got nothing today.
Let's go.
You got nothing.
Hit it.
From the gun, Rutherford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Wilson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. They'll let this go for the end zone. D.D. Westbrook, 39 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Ready. Hey, Delta.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Snap.
Throwing on first down. Rutherford. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Protein spill.
They'll run with Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check three. Switch.
General West. Hey, lock it.
Rush in.
Ready.
Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. It's a party now. Slam.
Hard.
He's coming. Double up.
Ready.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know you feel that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch out. Check Mike 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to Hardman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I'm on.
You draw Corpus. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
61. Matchbox lights.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on.
Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood, motion, blood. Check 37, check 37. Check.
X3, 218, chopper. Deep grip.
Here's Hines. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 23.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 3.
Rock it.
Jam.
Leo. Fire.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Escaping the pressure right. The open man is Westbrook. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
315.
You better bring it.
I'll go special.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm here all day. He's checking.
Bang out. Bam.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Now he's forced out right. He completes this one to Mack. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Topper!
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Look at me. Go.
Slam.
Go out.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the run, it's Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Rutherford, Goodwin able to haul it in. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Show it up. Show it up. Out.
Go. Right up.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo, cheetah.
2nd and 9 now. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Greystone travel.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift.
Hit it.
This is Hines. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. This is Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 54. Gone.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Check the backer. Tighten up.
It's a quarterback sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here we go.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Green 80.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Watch it.
Move 15. Go, guys. 4 down. Got.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Safe.
Go, guys. 4 down.
Mark 27.
Right.
Know your job. Hey, check.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Redskin first down.
Mike.
280.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Good job right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Mike 27. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Switch.
Go. Friday. Friday.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on,
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a loss.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Cut. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shift. Check 52. Check 52.
Squeeze. Shoot.
From the gun, Rutherford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down, Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Saints' 25-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run with Hines. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Zoo.
Here we go, D. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, Foxtrot. 5.
Off play action. Rutherford. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now. It's Mack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 13. Check 13.
On third down, a run by Mack. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.